All right, gentlemen, welcome to the Offside podcast. We have a new face. We have Peter's not a new face. We know him out here always spreading that Arsenal propaganda. And obviously, men like Clocks, Aaron, he was there on the first episode, but he's been ghost ever since. Danny Phantom thing, yeah. To start things off, I promised Peter I'll let him have his victory speech over the FA Cup. So the floor is yours, Chief.
Greetings, everyone. It's been a long time coming, eh? I just want to say, I don't think anyone gave us a chance. As soon as we drew City, people thought it was game over, and it goes to show that even if you have a horrible season, if you're just a club that is used to winning trophies, you get it done. Understand? We finished 8th. That's not good, but we still got the cojones, because apparently, according to Dini, we lack some character. But I mean, what more character can you show by beating Man City and Chelsea? You understand? This was no easy road to the final. And yeah, man, I just want to say to all the fans that have no trophies, I hope the third place, fourth place comes with a medal or something, so that you guys can have at least something for the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's my speech.
Okay, yeah, I'm never letting that happen again. All right, I know. So we've discovered
blood clot, yang.
Obviously, now the FA Cup final, I have to give it to him. The Gabonese Jamie Vardy stepped up for the first time in a big game.
For the first time in a big game.
Second time.
Twice against City.
Yes, twice against City and then again against Chelsea.
I said what I said. So then, moving on, because the FA Cup's not really that much. It's not a big trophy.
Didn't he score against Man United?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
1-1, yeah, he did. He scored off Twanzebi's mistake. Now, no, we remember. Yeah, but now...
Can we
Yeah.
just say...
Yeah.
Everyone used to mock Arsenal fans when we were coming fourth every season. Now all the rest are celebrating their third and fourth place.
Yeah, but you guys came fourth, trophies, not third. Let's allow it, yeah? You guys are not going to get top 4 anytime soon, bro. There are people that are going to... There are people that are in first year now that are going to graduate before Arsenal see the top 4, so let's keep it calm. No, but we can.
I just want to point it out.
Yes, sir.
That let's not be fooled. This season was rubbish for most teams.
Yeah, fair.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I mean, I heard someone say this. I don't know if this is true, but Man United got the same points they got last season.
Yeah,
something like that, and they finished third. That just goes to show. If Arsenal got the same points they got last season, we would be third.
But you didn't. That's you didn't. Let's not speak in hypothetical. No, you didn't. You finished 8th. Let's move on. You guys are now currently top of the league because of alphabetical order, and that's the last time you're gonna know at top of the league. But yeah, obviously we had the Champions League return, gents. Champions League. We had Madrid and City. Juve, Lyon, Barca played last night, Chelsea, Bayern. So I'm gonna start with the Madrid and Man City game. I know you're a Los Blancos. So hey, thoughts on the game? What did you think?
That was just a Varane disaster class, dog. And he did say it himself that loss was his. It was his. But I didn't see Hazard in that game. Hazard wasn't there. He was ghosting again. Against City. He never shows up against City. City deserved the win in 2 legs. They deserved it. De Bruyne again, masterclass. Sterling, Jesus, it was just Pep versus Zidane, and Pep won.
No, thanks.
That was Varane's defeat. That was because of Varane.
Some would say Varane is a fraud without Ramos.
That might be true. But when Ramos is playing, it would have been Ramos's fault.
Yeah, no,
That's
but
what people say.
But thing is, I think you see with Ramos, he commands the defense. Like
He's
Varane
a
made,
leader.
Varane made the same mistake twice. He got pickpocketed by
Twice.
Jesus twice in the same game. Imagine, like, but also City, if City were like more clinical, they could have made it 5. If we're being honest,
They could have made it 5,
Yeah, they
dog.
could have
That
made
could
it
have been
5.
5. That match could have been 5. Could have been 5.
Also, like,
But I didn't
Zidane,
really watch that game. I
nah,
was watching the Juventus game.
yeah. Also, Zidane, do you think it's also like poor man management? Because I don't believe the story of Bale saying that he didn't want to play. I don't believe the story. I mean, Bale doesn't want to play fair, right? But it would be nice to have an experienced Champions League winner to come off the bench when he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm crazy. So, like, I don't know. But now, for me, Zidane tactically got it wrong on the night. He got it wrong. Outclassed De Bruyne, the best midfielder in the world. I don't know why people keep doubting this guy. There's no one better than him right now. It's no one. If he doesn't
It
win,
was
question,
coming from
guys.
you.
yeah, no, it's coming from me, Chief. He's better than Labs. He's better than Pogba. It's better. It's better. Hey. Yeah,
Just
Peter.
a question to the Real Madrid guy, right? I want to understand, do you ever feel like Zidane ever gets it tactically right? Or does he rely on brilliance of players in the matches? Because when I look back, even how he won the 3 Champions Leagues, it was so traumatic. It was always Ronaldo pulling a hat trick last minute or someone winning a penalty somewhere. It was just those type of events that were happening. It was never just you could see from the onset that, okay, no, tactically this guy has outdone the other coach. So what are your thoughts on that?
If you look at the last final they played, the score was 4-1, right?
Yeah.
Against Juve. Yeah, leading on to that, it was, I mean, it's Ronaldo. What can we say? You know, we expect that from him. I don't know if anyone else would have pulled up if Ronaldo. Yeah, but I think you're right. He does rely on the brilliance of his players. And if none of them step up, I don't see them winning a game. I don't know.
I disagree.
He does make a great point, Wanda. He has a
Wait.
great point.
Let me tell you why. To win
The
3
players have come
Champions
to-
League back to back, it's not
Yeah.
just relying on players, because there's no player that's going to stay consistently good for every single game across 3 seasons in the Champions League. There's no player. Players are going to have
That
a
was
slight dip in
Ronaldo.
form. No, but Ronaldo used to step up in like the knockouts, right? So in the knockouts, he'd come alive. But like to win the Champions League, you need to win your group stage matches as well. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my thing is Zidane had a system in place, because even in Champions League, he used to rotate his midfielders. Sometimes you'd see Isco playing on the right, or you'd see like the midfield 3 shuffling, which indicates that there was a system put in place that he could execute. And I think the 3rd Champions League that they won, where they won the league, there was a season where Zidane was not losing in the league as well. They would go down and it'd keep coming back. That's not relying on your players. Relying on your players is what Solskjaer's doing. That's relying on your players. Where if you see that if United don't play Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood, it's gonna be a shit show. Like nothing's gonna happen. Whereas Zidane in the league, he was playing the top boys. And they were winning games. And they were winning games, those guys. So me, I think Zidane does not get the credit he actually deserves. Because to win 3 Champions League back to back, it's not only about having Mr. Champions League. Nah, it's not only about having him. It's not only about having your Krooses, your Modric. It shows masterclass. And even in the final way, his team was down against Atletico. They had to come back and win that game. So I think, yeah.
Was that tactic, or was that based on tactics though? Because like I said,
Sergio Ramos.
like I said, you know, in every big game where you see Real Madrid, like in every big game, and I'm not speaking about league or, you know, playing a team that you expect Real Madrid to beat. I'm speaking like Real Madrid, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Juventus, Real Madrid, Atletico.
Showcase.
For me, what I saw across the seasons, right, there was no match where I was like, actually, this was Zidane's tactics. all I saw was someone doing something miraculous to pull the team through, which was that 90th minute goal by Ramos, which was again
Also, bro,
Ronaldo doing the acrobatics.
But we can't also say that, because if I'm gonna play a big team, that big team also has a system in place. So if Atletico's system is countering Zidane's, the big players have to show up, because in big games you need your big players to show up. Otherwise, how are you gonna win the games? It's like if we look at any derby in London or England, if the big players don't show up, usually that team, the match will just not be fun to watch. It's kind of like KDB. Pep's system, we know it's fantastic, but we all know if KDB doesn't show up, that midfield is in tandems. I think for Madrid, it was like that, where Ronaldo had to be the one that shows up, because you couldn't really, back then, you couldn't really trust Benzema to be the guy that's going to go and get those goals for you. You know, so I feel like, he's a coach. Props. He's like the third best coach in world football right now. In my
Behind who and who?
Behind Klopp and Pep.
In that order?
No, Pep and Klopp.
Okay.
Yeah, that order.
Okay.
That order. Okay. When you test, yeah. The Bayern guys, but the Bayern guys also doing bits. Let me not lie. But yeah, that was that one. And then also Juventus and Lyon. I mean, I'm gonna come out and say it. Ronaldo's playing with donkeys next to him. if you watch the game, man, get my boy some help. I finally understand.
He can do it at any team. Do it at any team.
Bruv.
That's the argument. That's always the argument. Ronaldo can do it anywhere.
Let me just come out and say this, bro. Like, I finally understand why Messi fans are always saying football is a team sport. Because sometimes your team can let you down. And I think Juventus let Ronaldo down. Like, when Dybala's not on that pitch, bro, you'd swear that, dog, Italy really is the Farmers League. How have this team won the league, bro? I'm sure Arsenal can go and make a run there with that team. Nah, I'm joking. I'm fetching.
What you saying about my boys, dog?
I'm fetching now, but I think it was a resilient showing from Lyon. But Juventus, come on. For people that are you literally signed a guy who's a specialist in winning a Champions League, and they're failing to deliver. That's why I think Sarri getting sacked was the right call. But mark my words, Pirlo was not the man to take that seat.
Why was Sarri appointed in the first place? So much confusion.
And Pirlo's inexperienced, bro. I don't think Pirlo's gonna do anything special. But
Zidane was also inexperienced, you know.
I might be wrong. But you see, Zidane, when Zidane came in, he had the best squad in the world. It helps. Implement your ideas. It helps when you've got the best squad in the world. So now Lyon
was inexperienced.
Yes.
Arteta, man. I like Arteta. I think he's the third best manager tactically in the Prem. I do. I believe that. I think Arsenal has a system. Your players are just too shit to execute Arteta's plan.
He needs a transfer window. He just needs a transfer window.
He needs 4 transfer windows. He doesn't need 8. He needs 4. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And then Bayern Chelsea, guys, come on. Chelsea embarrassed England, London. Know me, when I'm in the Champions League, I support all English teams, by the way. But errors, outclassed, outgunned, outmatched.
Do you think Bayern are the best team in the world currently?
No.
I think so.
No,
yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I think
so.
I'm not being
quite
biased,
easily.
They are.
I think they're gonna hold corn when they get to City.
You think they're gonna beat
Barca? Will they get to City?
They're gonna beat.
Just already assumed.
They're gonna beat Barca, bro. Okay, guys, come on. Let's take your emotions out of this, Peter, bro. Take your emotions.
It's one
out.
leg. It's one leg.
You see, the issue is because it's one leg, man. Barca have better chances now than they did before lockdown. So their chances went from a 10% to a 25. You know what I'm saying? But I think Bayern are still gonna be too strong on the day. I think the two favorites are Bayern and City for me personally. Like Messi is a bottler when it comes to when it matters. He bottles it, bro. They're gonna need him in that quarterfinal. They're gonna need him in that semi, and he's not gonna come through. It's not in his DNA. It's not in his DNA. He don't come through. So that's
not
why
what Messi does.
You know why I'm confident?
Yeah.
I'm confident because it's one leg. And usually, if you look at the history of Barcelona, right, across the last 4 or 5 seasons in Champions League, the problem was always the second leg. They'd start off well, but then the second leg would always be what gets them. So for me, I don't think you should write them out because they'll have the energy. What they lack is the mentality to keep the leads that they attain. You even saw versus Napoli, the last 10 minutes were shaky because all of us could feel, well, the Barcelona fans felt a bit nervous, like, we know that maintaining is a problem, but getting there is not an issue. So starting the game well, I know they have a chance. If they start well and Messi gets on the board and he scores a brace, then who knows? Who knows what will happen?
But I think that'll only happen if Bayern come out slow, and I don't see that happening because the unofficial 2020 Ballon d'Or winner, a man like Lewandowski, is firing on all cylinders, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
53 goals this season.
Like I think Bayern right now have too much, and the squad, well, the remaining teams that are within the Champions that can compete with that squad, like on paper, pound for pound, is City for me. I don't know. I think
What about PSG?
Oh yeah, there's PSG still. Yo, come on,
PSG, no.
Nah,
PSG,
don't write them all.
Bro,
don't write them all. You can't write them all. You can't. You just can't.
Neymar, a fit Neymar enjoying his football. That's a beautiful sight to behold, bro. What are you saying, Doug? It's a beautiful sight to behold. And Footy PSG are on Barca side of the draw. Like, Barca not making it to the final. Wait, they're not making it to the final. I'd be shocked if Barca make it to it. You see, the thing is, if Barca make it to the final, they'll win it. But they're not gonna get to the final.
You know why I think Barca will shock people, right? Right now, no one is expecting anything from them. This is the perfect position to be in for them. Everyone is expecting Bayern, PSG, Man City to come out and do wonders, number one. Number two, these guys got embarrassed in the league. Let's not forget that. These guys got embarrassed. They were supposed to secure the league and they didn't. So even just the way I watched them versus Napoli, what I saw, I was like, okay, no, these guys have a point to prove. I don't know if you guys watched the first half. You could see that these guys were really like, okay, no, you know what? No one is expecting anything from us, but we're still Barcelona. And they were really like, if that first half Barcelona comes out against Bayern, you can't write them out. You just can't.
So I think the final ish. But also PSG might come out strong as well, but maybe not as much because Mbappe is injured. So if Mbappe wasn't injured, right, it would be harder to call between Bayern and PSG making it to the final. But
Mbappe will be third for the final, though.
Will they
get there? They might even get chopped by Atalanta.
They're going to beat Atalanta, and then they have Atletico to play. Atletico or Leipzig, and they're gonna beat those teams. Whoever they face, they're gonna win.
Yeah.
PSG's side of the draw is just too easy.
They have an easy run.
Yeah, it's too easy. They're gonna get to the final. They get into the final.
And PSG gonna meet Bayern in the semi-finals. That's their side of the
draw. No. They're meeting Atletico.
Bayern will meet City.
Oh, Bayern will meet City. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Or Barcelona.
No, not that one. No, not that one. But that's the Champions League. Also, for the Man United job, Solskjaer fits because he's
to
mank.
Do what?
He's mank. He's gonna be successful at United because.
In what sense? To do what? What is he gonna
keeping players happy?
2022. Mark my words. Manchester United will be Premier League champions.
With
2022,
Ole as coach.
with Ole at the wheel, Manchester United will be Premier League champions in 2022 with Ole at the wheel. I mean, Sancho's
50
coming.
seconds to take that back, Wanda.
No ways, bro.
Yo, please, man.
No ways, bro. No ways, bro. So that's gonna happen. Whether you guys like it or not. I mean, Sancho signing. By Monday, the deal will be announced. Sancho signing, man. Now imagine a front three of Rashford, Martial, Sancho, with Mason Greenwood coming off the bench, man. The Prem's not ready, bro.
You
And
still
also,
have a Maguire at the back. That's
and to
the
top
problem.
it off, with the Maguire at the back, right? United only conceded 35 goals in the league this season. The third least by any other Premier League team. That's less than a goal a game. Like, I understand the slander because Maguire isn't good enough at times. But I will not ignore the fact that he has improved our defense. Him and Wan-Bissaka have solidified something in that defense. It's harder for teams to score against us now. And we've seen it even against the bigger teams. City have come, they failed, and we've hurt them. We did the double over City. We beat them 3 times out of 4 games. It's like, it's no small feat. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like Maguire needs a partner. He needs someone who's fast next to him that he can feed off of. Because whenever players run in Maguire, that's when you see that he's unguardable. Like, that's when you see that he has frailties, bro. So
I saw some stat that says no one has dribbled past Lindelof this season.
Yes, no one dribbled past him. So United's defense.
Why do you need another centre back?
Because Lindelof and Maguire together, man, are too slow. I think
Lindelof is the one that needs a new partner.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what some people think, but we're not going to spend 80 million pounds on a centre back, give him the armband and tell him to take a seat. that's not going to happen. So I think for like United, personally, I think we need another midfielder because Matic is old. Like, we need another DM. We need another centre back and we need a left back before we can start saying, okay, now we're gonna challenge for the league. Now we're gonna go toe to toe with Liverpool and City and be like, right, we're gonna start taking you throughout the course of the season. That's what I think. And like a backup number 9 as well. Igalo, I love him, but he's just not good enough. But he's decent. So I think United. That's what United will need, the transfers they need to make, to be great at it. And Oli will be at the wheel to see that happen. And it's the only club I think Oli will be able to coach. If I'm being honest, I don't think Oli will be able to coach another team. It's just he fits like a glove. You know when it feels right, guys. Legend, DNA. He's won stuff with the club as a player. Now he's coming back and he's like, let's take us back to the glory days. The stuff that dreams are made of, bro. It's
Labs,
the stuff that dreams are made of.
No, Labs. The problem that you have here is that you are making points that will get you to the same level playing field with City and Liverpool, right? So you're getting the right players in the right positions. Understand? But the problem then comes like we just spoke about a few moments ago. You said that sometimes if big teams versus each other and it's pound for pound, the tactics will matter and the players will matter. So with Ole, I think he can have the squad. But if Liverpool and Man City have the squad they want, it will take something more. And Ole I don't see him having that.
He doesn't have.
I hear
he doesn't have it.
But in saying that, he has beaten Pep 3 times this season. So surely there's some sort of tactics that's going on. There's something that he has that's showing us that, he can do it tactically. He can compete tactically with some of the best in the world. But can he
City
do that?
City were getting slapped up by Wolves and Chelsea and Arsenal.
But it's still Pep.
So they're still looking for a centre-back. And everyone's got to be strengthening. So
I think for Oli, it's a question of consistency. Can he consistently perform like that with a group of players that isn't just his strongest 11? Because you won't be able. Liverpool have been lucky for like the past 2 seasons with no injuries. I don't know how that has not happened, but like their biggest players have not gotten injured. So Klopp has been able to field his strongest 11 every single fucking game for 2 seasons straight. That sort of luck doesn't happen in football. It's like it doesn't. So it doesn't.
I didn't think of that.
So like if if we can have the same luck, hey man, we'll have to see, but we won't, and that's where systems are gonna have to come in. Because even if you look at it, right, the players that Liverpool signed, they're flops. Minamino, we don't see him. Naby Keita, we don't see him. Origi is bench. So like, if you
Those were squad players.
if you
What
take
about
away,
Ellison and Van Dijk, dog?
yeah, no, I'm saying if you take away like their starting 11, the guys that actually go out and earn the stuff for the club,
Yeah.
and that's why for me, Liverpool personally will never be able to fight for 4 trophies at the same time like City did, because their squad depth is just not strong enough. Like they don't have the team that's, because across the whole season you can't field your strongest 11 in every competition for every game. You can't do that. There's gonna be like issues down the line, and for me, until Liverpool sort that out, they won't win the treble. For Arsenal, they like also transfer like with Arsenal. What do you guys need to get back to where you belong in 4th place? Let's not start with winning the league. But what do you guys need to get back to challenging for like Champions League places again?
We need a world-class centre-back now for the last, 5 years? That's always been shaky and we just never replacing it. I think the attack is almost sorted. Maybe another wide player and then maybe a defensive mid.
Mm-hmm.
Will Oba sign a contract? That's also big.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He's staying.
He's staying.
Did you see those celebrations after the FA Cup?
He hasn't signed.
It's his club.
He hasn't signed.
He will sign.
He's signing.
He's signing.
He's gonna sign. He's signing. We know he's gonna sign. We know it. He's signing.
You say
Oba
you
is
hope.
signed, bro.
You say you hope.
Oh, but my blood clot, young. Why would he gone alive if he hasn't signed? He signed the thing. The
He's
thing
signing.
is already
He's
signed.
signed that thing. He's an Arsenal player. He's not going anywhere. He's not going
Done.
anywhere.
I think
Arsenal captain.
he's
They're
crucial
shooting commercials.
for Arsenal going forward. You guys can't afford to lose that man. He's very,
he will
very
stay.
crucial. Very, very crucial.
You know, for me, Arsenal, what's shocking about Arsenal is that we have, I think, 8 centre backs, bro. And we can't find a decent centre back. For me, that's the most shocking thing. And why I believe that the biggest hurdle for us challenging for anything is not even us going to the transfer market. It's the guys who are the agents. You know, we have these guys bring in players that they are agents of. Like now we're getting Willian. For what reason? Why would we bother Willian wherever he is?
Premier
It's a
League
free
Willian.
transfer, isn't it?
Premier League.
Yeah, but
Saving
it's a
some
free
money.
transfer.
That's why.
I don't care about free transfers and whatever. I want to win. And
But he's a
for
Premier
me,
League winner.
quality.
He's a Premier League winner. He
quality.
knows what it feels
Yeah,
like
he's
to win. He
quality.
knows what it
Yes,
takes
but-
to win the Premier League. He's
But
experienced
guys,
as well.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. No one is queuing to get Willian on. There's a reason why Man United is not there competing with Arsenal to get his signature. Or
Because we're trying to
Tottenham
get
or
Sancho.
City.
Because they're trying to sign Sancho.
And that's exactly the problem. While other people are trying to get Sancho, we're trying to get Willian. Guys, please
You
listen
don't
to
have
this
the
argument.
money. You don't have the money.
They have
You
money.
don't have the money for
They
that.
have money. It's not there. They have
Wait,
money.
please give me a chance, guys. Give me a chance to make my point. Make my
You have
point.
money.
I personally believe that the ambition needs to be shown from the top. That's why I'm coming back to not even the agents themselves. Also, the guy that owns the club. That guy just wants to take out money from the club, but investment-wise, he's
Men like
never
Stanley.
coming on board. You understand?
Yeah.
And to top it off, we spent labs. I don't understand. We spent 72 million, right? And Pepe's a great player, but we spent 72 million to get Pepe, right? Who's also his agent again, Arsenal ties, right? And we went to go get a crucial player on a free. 8 million, sorry, not a free, 8 million. So we spent 8 million on a crucial position, which we got David Luiz to remind you about that. And we spent 72 million getting a winger. It doesn't make sense. It
Would you
does
keep
not make
David
sense.
Luiz? Would you keep David Luiz? Or do you think his
I
time's
think
up?
he should go. Time up. But
He has some good moments though. That
Yeah.
performance against City.
Yeah.
Maybe
Guys,
some experience for the
this is the
young
You need
problem
that
with
players.
experience at
Arsenal
the
fans.
back.
Arsenal fans, you guys are problematic because you guys forget quickly. The problem was never the good games. We know David Luiz has good games. Everyone
He can
knows
make a
that David
pass.
Luiz has good games.
The
We
free
know he can
kicks.
make a pass. We know he can hit a free kick, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was that we knew that at crucial times, he will get a red card. He'll concede a penalty. I mean, most penalties in the league, he's breaking records. He's breaking
There's
records.
just no there's just no consistency.
And that's what we need at the back. For you to be a confident team, you need at the back, first and foremost, you need that consistency at the back. That's why City didn't challenge for the league.
What centre back? What centre back do you think is available in this market?
I saw we signing some Gabriel guy from Lille.
Yeah, Gabriel.
United are gonna poach that. Put it out of sight.
No.
United
He's chosen Arsenal over United.
Nope.
Yeah, he chose Arsenal over United. He chose Arsenal over United.
Put that over. You see, bro, when you see him in the Man United scarf, when I come back to this moment.
Nah, that's Photoshop.
Okay,
you
no
know
problem.
United and their Photoshop. You know what I mean?
Also, remember when Arsenal knocks is a different type of knock, eh? Like, one thing that I will like actually give Arsenal credit for is that whenever we're competing with big teams for like a player, somehow
we get
9 times out of 10 we get the player. 9 times out of 10, it happens.
You guys have made
get the player.
But in that being said, you guys have also made habits of signing very average players the last 5 years. That's why your squad is where it is now.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that, for example, bringing in a Willian for me is not showing some forward thinking. It's not showing that we actually want to go on and become great. Willian is a good player. Don't get me wrong.
Coutinho's on the cards as well.
Coutinho is the one that I want, and he should be a priority for us.
And Thomas
they have
Partey.
No 10. Thomas Partey also showing some good signs. That you see, that's moving in the right direction.
But do you have money?
Don't add Willian on our wage bill. Don't add that guy on our wage bill. We're already paying Ozil 300 and something to go play Fortnite.
And also with that, is it time to go for Ozil? I know Toto is your favorite player, but it's time. I don't know if you watch Arsenal Fan TV when Claude was like, it's time to go. I think, for me, I don't know what's happened with Ozil. It seems as if every manager that comes in has beef with him. So clearly the problem is Ozil. Until we have a young, Gareth Bale situation on the cards there where a player wants to leave, but it's like the club also doesn't want to let him go. But also, where's Ozil gonna go? He's gonna take a wage cut, because nobody
doesn't want to leave.
Nobody in their right mind is gonna pay Ozil 300 bags, bro. Nobody. It's not happening. So it
comes back to that, Bog. How did we give Ozil that contract that Sanchez was crying for? Because Sanchez wanted that contract. For me, at that time, that was the crucial moment. We had to choose between the two because we didn't want to pay both of them high wages. And at that time, I would have taken Sanchez over Ozil at that time. And instead, we let Sanchez go and gave Ozil the big contract. So such decisions are taking us back. I'm telling you.
Nah, because Wenger knew what he was doing. We sell Sanchez and he gets over. Imagine that.
No. For Oba, we had to give away Giroud. It wasn't that. It had nothing to do with Sanchez. Because remember, the deal was that Chelsea was not going to let Batshuayi go to Dortmund unless they have a striker. So we had to sell Giroud to Chelsea.
Yeah, no, it was a three-way kind of transfer.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
we had to, it wasn't Sanchez. That had nothing to do with Sanchez. It was them wanting a contract because both of them were sort of like protesting at the time, I remember. And instead, we let Sanchez go and gave this guy who, honestly, guys.
But I think for me personally, if Arsenal can get the right people in, I think next season, Arsenal are going to be my dark horse team. There's always like a dark horse team every season. This season was Sheffield. Sheffield were just coming in and they were just getting job done. Quietly going about their business. You see, Leicester, they were there until they fumbled a 15-point gap between them and fifth, bro. You can't do that. That's unacceptable.
That was all after lockdown, eh?
Yeah, that's unacceptable, bro. That's unacceptable.
Rodgers for you, dog.
Like, you can't do that. Rodgers should have a Premier League. He bottled it now.
That's
like
what
a few
he done
years ago. Yeah, he bottled it, bro. So
he specializes in bottling.
So I think Arsenal are gonna be that team where it won't be easy to play against them next season, right? But it's gonna be one of those games when you saw Sheffield, you'd be like, oof, it's gonna be a tough one. but you still expect your team to win. But it's like,
I don't expect
know.
Man U to win against. I don't expect Man U to win against Arsenal next season.
Dude, we'll have to see, bro. It all depends, bro. Because remember, like, United, it depends on the day you find them, bro. There'll be days where they just want to slap everyone up. Then there'll be days where they play disgusting football, bro. Like, you hold your hands up and you're like, what's going on? So it'll have to see. But I am expecting to see a more consistent Arsenal next season. I don't expect you guys to finish outside the top 6. I don't. But it all depends on who comes in. And, like, the people that come in, are they going to settle quick enough and then get into the gears? Because let's get Aubameyang some fucking help, bro. Like, come on. I'm sure now
unpopular opinion.
His back hurts, bro.
Unpopular opinion.
Yes, sir.
I wanted the silverware, right, for the team, and the money to be in Europa is going to be good. But I really didn't want us to play Europa next season. I personally wanted us.
Yeah, I was happy when we finished 8th instead of like 6th. I was like, we can compete next season now. We can do better. Yeah. Thursday night football is just a killer.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah,
we've all experienced the Thursday night life. Yo,
I want to talk about. I saw because the Ballon d'Or is not happening this year, but instead French football said that they're gonna bring out an all-time World 11. Right. So obviously, me, I wanna cap that, but I don't wanna say all-time. And even if we did say all-time, Pelé and Maradona still wouldn't be in my team because they played back in the Farmers' Day.
I've never seen them play.
Bro, I see Pelé used to tap, bro, and he's tapping the ball and he's running through defense. Man, come on. So for me, I'm the captain from, let's say, from 2000 to now. Who makes that team?
And let's start with goalkeeper.
Let's start with goalkeeper. Who makes that team?
Wait,
Gigi Buffon.
Wait, Labs. Yeah. Can I ask, are we giving one player per position or 2 players? Like player and a sub, maybe?
Yeah, let's do player and a sub. I mean, my first nomination is Iker Casillas for goalkeeper.
Gigi Buffon in goal, I think.
And Manuel Neuer is the backup.
Manuel Neuer and Petr Cech.
I say, what?
Petr, who?
Petr Cech,
dog. You're boiling it, bruv.
Cech.
That man hit his head so hard on the pole. That's why he wears a rugby helmet, fam. Walk on.
I have to go Neuer and Casillas as well.
Yeah,
but in different like
eras.
So Neuer starting, and for me Casillas is my sub.
I think for me Casillas starts. I think Casillas was insane, bro. Between that 2007, like 2014 stretch, Casillas was insane, bro. Then Neuer
wasn't even conceding penalties,
bro.
Wasn't even conceding penalties. Casillas was insane, bro.
Yeah, honorable mention to Buffon. Yeah, but nah.
But you know, I have Neuer ahead of him. Ahead of Casillas. Yeah. He became a goalkeeper defender, bro.
Sweeper keeper.
Neuer made goalkeeper look fun. He made it look fun.
Exactly. That's why I want him there.
Fair. Left back. Who you guys having at left back?
Marcelo.
I have
Marcelo.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna fight with Marcelo. He's been the best for a decade. Even the last decade, he's been number 1.
Yeah.
And Jordi Alba, though.
Nah.
Fair shout. I'd have him as a sub.
No ways. No. I don't recognize him. No. I don't.
Jordi Alba.
Nah, I don't, bro. I don't recognize Jordi Alba. You see, the thing is, I was gonna say Roberto Carlos, man, but no, that's right back. What am I saying? Never mind.
What wasn't that Ashley
Cole
left
back? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, because thing is,
wasn't Ashley Cole right back?
Oh, it was right back.
Left. No, it's left back.
Was he left?
Yeah.
I'd give a shout to Ashley Cole.
I'd also give a shout to Ashley Cole.
Invincibles. He won the league with Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
And
one of the best defenses ever, I think. As a defender, he's better than Marcelo considerably.
Yep.
I think Ashley Cole should be in there.
I don't know too many left backs. I want to say Patrice Evra as well.
I love this game.
I love this game. Thing is, also, like, for example, someone like Roberto Carlos, didn't he, like, retire, like, Boma 2006?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
too way back. Eh?
Like,
I've
yeah, it's
never
too
seen that guy play.
you see, I've never seen him
Same.
play. So, like, this is more like a version of people that we've seen play in our lifetime.
I know one thing from Carlos, if I'm not mistaken. That free kick, it's him, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
outside of the foot.
Yeah, that's
The
the
outside of the foot free
only
kick.
thing I've seen from him. Then
He
Right.
takes that long run up, and then that ball just swerves.
Okay.
Like,
Left. We're gonna do a 4-3-3. The left center back. Okay, let's just do both center backs at the same time. I think if you're against Ramos, you're lying. You're lying.
Ramos has to be there.
Yeah, he has to be there. You're lying.
as a defender, though,
Yes,
as a
as a
defender.
defender.
Yes,
Yes,
Ramos
it
has
does.
to be there.
You're lying.
Ramos is
Ramos
not
has
in
to
my
be
team.
to
Ramos
defend.
is not in my team. He's
Okay.
getting a red card.
Then
It's
Red
not in
card,
my team.
Ramos.
who are the defenders? Because me, like the defenders that I've seen,
Puyol,
it's
DK.
me. I would say Ramos and John Terry.
Rio
JT.
Ferdinand.
JT was better than Ferdinand. I don't know if he was better than Vidic, but he was better than Ferdinand.
Ish.
Ramos and
No, but
JT.
I'm trying
shout
to
out-
think. Hey,
Shout out to Puyol, because Puyol's also immense. Puyol was amazing. And Vidic for me. Vidic will be the other sub. But I think for me, Ramos and John Terry are like the shots.
has
for
Van
me to
Dijk
take.
played too short for us to consider him?
Don't you
Yeah,
dare.
you can't put Van
Yeah.
Dijk in there. You can't put him in there.
2
You
seasons,
can't.
bro. No ways. No
You can't.
ways. No ways.
No.
ways.
Ish. That's
Ramos
But
and
thing
PK.
is, you see, the thing is, it's your opinion. So if you want to put Van Dijk, you can put Van Dijk in your team.
I'd say Vincent Company over Van Dijk.
yeah. That's actually a good one.
That's a good shout, you know? Yes. Yes.
Captain, leader, legend.
Yeah, the first Man City legend. Don't know the team. Then right back, I think this one's obvious, bro. It's Daniel Alves. I don't know.
Alves is good.
Yeah, to me this one's obvious, bro.
Yeah.
However, I don't like him. But like, no guy, Philip Lahm, wait.
Ooh.
Yo.
Wait.
Yo.
Hey, Philip Lahm.
But that's not a right back. He could play midfield,
No.
attacking
Now
midfield.
put him right back.
Yes.
Want him in right back.
Pep made him a midfielder. Pep came in and said, you're not a right back. But Philip Lahm was amazing at right back. He could read the game. Defensively, he was sound. His passing ability. People say, we've never seen a right back do this. No. Like, Liverpool fans will say, Trent, he's making right back. No, Philip Lahm did it first.
Hey, but
first.
Alves also did it, hey?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Philip Lahm and Alves is like the secondary one. Purely because I think Philip Lahm was a better defender than Alves. But Alves was better going forward.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, fair.
Does Alves have a World Cup, though?
Ish. Why? Why do you have to do this?
You have to. You have to. You have to.
So now Alves must suffer because he was born in a pub country. Or not pub, but the country's not serious right now about the World Cup.
This is where the midfield trio, this is where I think a lot of our answers are going to differ because there's been so many world-class midfielders from, when I started watching football. But I like to hear your guys' thoughts before I give my
Zidane has to be there.
Zidane for me as well.
Yeah.
And
Who else?
For me, Pirlo has to be there.
Okay.
Xavi. It's tough. This one.
Iniesta.
Iniesta.
Ballers in midfield, bro.
I have to say Ozil. Prime Mesut Ozil. Prime Ozil.
I'm benching Ozil, bro.
Nah.
He's in my reserves.
Prime Ozil was out assisting everybody in Europe, bro. For fun.
Prime Ozil.
For fun, bro. Like that Madrid team was scary. Like it was. I think for me, my midfield trio now would have to be KDB. I'm not gonna leave him out.
Can't.
KDB.
You can't.
Wait, hold on, guys. If we put KDB in, isn't the same argument that he's been at the top for like a short period of time?
Nah,
Like he hasn't
KDB
really.
KDB's
He
been
was
here
good at
since. He's been here
Wolfsburg.
since
He was good.
2015. Ever since they signed for
But-
City, he's been alive.
He's been there.
He's been there.
He's been there.
Guys,
He's
come
been
on.
there. No. We can't. Van Dijk has literally been 2 seasons. KDB's been 5. Where he's been at the top of world football. It's been 5.
Are you sure, Labs?
I'm sure.
Like, are you very sure?
I'm very sure.
I feel like you're being clouded a bit.
Would you put
because
would you put KDB over Luka Modric?
Yes, sir. Without
Ballon d'Or winner, World Cup
He
final,
didn't. He didn't deserve that
three
Ballon d'Or.
Champions Leagues in a row.
Ballon d'Or. Me, my midfield trio is KDB, Toni Kroos, Andres Iniesta. That's my midfield trio. Those are the 3 I'm gonna go with.
KDB,
No Zidane.
Toni Kroos, and Modric.
he has no Zidane there.
I
He
don't
has
have
no
Zidane because
Pedro.
I didn't see Zidane growing up. I
I
didn't.
didn't see him play.
Yeah, I didn't see Zidane play.
Did I
That's why
see
can't put-
Pirlo?
No, I didn't. I saw Pirlo
so
towards
yeah.
the end of his career.
Yeah.
And the Pirlo that I saw doesn't compare to the KDB I'm seeing now.
Hey, Pirlo in his days, my boy.
Yeah, in his days were before I was in even grade 1 even, bro. So for me personally, that's my world 11.
Wait, hold on. So no Xabi Alonso as well?
No,
No.
Kroos is gonna hold
No.
for me. Kroos is gonna hold for
Over
me.
over Xabi Alonso? He's
Yes.
gonna hold for you.
Yeah,
No.
I think Toni Kroos for me. I don't know a footballer that doesn't like Toni Kroos, bro. He's like, oh, he can do it all. He can do it all. Like, bro, that midfield partnership between Modric and Toni Kroos is probably one of the best midfield partnerships we've seen for ages.
Xavi and Iniesta, though, that dominated world football. Those
Yeah, no,
two.
it did. But also,
World Cup, Barcelona, I mean, they won everything.
Yep.
They dominated football while they were
They
together.
they were controlling the midfield.
yeah, but there's
That's
something about
total-
Xavi.
Tiki-taka.
That's
Yep.
Pep. That Pep dominated world football. But I get what you guys are saying though. But that's for me. That's my trio: KDB, Kroos, and Iniesta. It has to be because Iniesta was, besides Modric, was the only other person that forced like considerable thinking of the Ballon d'Or between Messi and like Ronaldo. So, you know. But although that being said, Modric didn't deserve it. I think he was just nah. You know, we'll leave
We
it.
know. Everyone knows he didn't deserve it.
We'll leave it there. Now up to the front 3. Right.
Ow.
You know,
We know Messi and Ronaldo are
yeah,
there.
Messi and Ronaldo are there. We can't lie. We can't lie. Like,
And then Thierry Henry.
I also have Henry. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
anything besides Henry. It's
Number 9,
Mhm.
there was no better.
Mhm.
There's
the
no one
stats
better.
are there.
you
You
guys
can go
say
Google
that
them.
there, but I say R9
can't.
Ronaldo.
Mm-mm.
I say R9.
know.
R9.
I didn't see him. I didn't
Yeah, I
see
didn't see him play.
I didn't see him play.
Yeah, but we didn't see on replay. If that's the thing, the Invincibles are talking
We
now.
saw.
So I'd say Suarez or Levy.
Zlatan?
Suarez. Nah, not
Zlatan.
Zlatan.
Does Zlatan not
Yeah.
get a
For me,
shout
no.
into that team?
No.
No.
I can accept Suarez because Suarez has been on top. Like he's been like considered the best striker since he joined Liverpool.
Ish.
Like,
Guys, is it a stretch if I say David Villa?
Ooh.
Yeah.
in his time,
He was good.
he was heat.
He was just a couple of years at the top. He wasn't
Was he?
consistently.
Nah, you see, his issue is he fought with Messi. You don't do that at Barca. You don't do that at Barca.
Against the rules.
You'll get removed. You don't do that against the tyrant. But I think that's Messi, Ronaldo, striker. I don't know, man. Because I can't think of anyone, I'll just say Suarez.
But you know, guys, unpopular opinion. My my sub, right? Not starting. My sub for that position would be Aubameyang. For me, my sub for that position would be Aubameyang. And the reason why I say that is that people don't give this guy enough credit. This guy has done it over like 5 seasons now. This is not just a fluke or
In
whatever.
mediocre teams, you know.
He's
Oh, so
been
your club is
doing
mediocre.
No, we're not the best. We're not the best. You know, we're not the best. We're not the best. We're not the best.
Especially this
and
season.
he's still doing it.
He had no right to be even close this season. Like, absolutely no right. He was doing it at Dortmund. He outscored
He outscored
Robert
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
Yeah. At Dortmund.
Oh, at Dortmund. Okay. Thought you men were chatting about this season.
No. There was a season, you can check. There's a season where he scored 31 and he was playing at Dortmund and Robert Lewandowski was playing at Bayern and he scored 30.
Yeah. No. There, I can believe that. I thought you men were talking about this season. I was going to be like, how?
Nah.
Yeah.
So for me, I'd have him there as a sub. Just,
Okay.
you know.
And then lastly, to finish off, gentlemen, obviously, this podcast, I mainly deal with the Prem because it's the league I watch the most. I'm not even going to try and deal with all the other leagues. So next year, the top 4 in the Premier League. Let's have you, Alexi. You can go first. Yeah, you know. Let's hear your thoughts. Who do you think is going to finish in the top 4 next season?
I think City and Liverpool. That'll be very close again. And then United and Arsenal, 3 and 4.
Okay. Hey, Cogs, what do you think? Top 4 next season?
City, Liverpool, Arsenal, United.
Sure.
All right.
Man's
From 8th to 3rd.
Man, Peter, your top 4 predictions for the upcoming season.
In the order, right?
Yeah. In order.
I have City. I have Liverpool. I have Chelsea. And I have Arsenal.
It's not respectable. It's about opinions. Me, I think the top 4 will remain unchanged. The only difference will be City will be the winners. But
so you don't see Arsenal in your top 4?
Above.
I don't
Chelsea
see Arsenal
finishes
in the top
above.
4.
Chelsea finishes above Man United for me.
So
that's my opinion.
I think the top 4 will remain unchanged going into the next season. However, I think Arsenal will finish 5th and Tottenham will finish 6th.
Leicester will finish above Tottenham.
Hey, dude,
Leicester will finish 8th.
Remember, in saying that, Mourinho is a specialist at grinding out results. Whether you like that fact or not, he's a specialist at it.
Mourinho's finished. He's done. He's finished.
No, he is. It's dead food. But like, he knows how to get results still. I mean, that man took United to second once. Like,
and won the Europa.
And won Europa in the same season. So like he knows how to grind like results properly. So that's why I'm saying, hey, Tottenham for me will finish 6th. I don't see them finishing above Arsenal because it's Mourinho still. There's gonna be a lot of draws in their season. So that's me. But anyways,
I have something to say.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people will disagree with me. I don't see Ole finishing next season as United coach.
What?
Nah, that's insane.
And you'll see why. Don't worry, we'll come back to this.
That's insane.
I just wanted to say it so that I can.
What did Ole do to you, bro?
I don't see him because the demands. Look, Man United doesn't want to finish 3rd, bro. Man United doesn't want to finish 4th. It wants to win the league. It wants to challenge. And I don't see United challenging with Ole as a coach. And yeah, that's for me. That's my opinion.
That's fair, dude. There's a lot of people in our fan base that share the same sentiment. A lot of people thought, Ole shouldn't have been given the job because Poch wanted the job. You know, and of me, I didn't mind if Poch came because me, as long as Martial was gonna be our number 9, I would have been happy because Poch also came out and publicly said he thinks Martial is one of the best strikers in the league. So I would have been fine with it. But, you know, it's one of those things. We'll have to see. I do think Oli, he's going to be the United coach for years to come. He must get used to Oli being at the wheel. He must get used to Oli being at the wheel. Yes, sir. He's going to win the first Premier League post-Sir Alex Ferguson era, bro. You hit it here first, 2022. Pogba will be lifting the title. But anyways, guys, this has been the Offside Podcast, episode 7. I recently just got to 100 subscribers, so please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, hey,
Up on my blood clot, yang. Back again.